yelling about all these flight delays and everything else, trying to get back to normal. I have Congressman Andrew Clyde, the Republican, I should say, of Georgia. He's going to kill me for saying that. But he is one of these who's going to look very closely, no doubt, at these delays and the problem here and the issues with the FAA. So if you don't mind, sir, I'd like to get into that first with you. Because this is going to require some oversight. It's going to require some new questions. How we got in this position. What do you know now, and what do you want to see?
Well, Neil, thanks for being on, or having me on. I'll tell you, we are concerned as to the real cause of what's happened here with the FAA and the flight delays. You know, is this a cyber attack? Is it not? If it is, you know, we really need to look at our defenses here. And then, you know, what's the White House know in the Transportation Secretary as well? And what are they not telling us? I think that's really important here. But the number one thing, though, is to get the airplanes back up in the air.
You know,
and I think that's happening.
I hear to a man and woman on this issue, Congressman, that we're just not technologically, or I guess by extension, technically up to speed, that we have many antiquated systems. Now, I know in that infrastructure package there was money allocated to the FAA and the airline industry itself to sort of get up to speed, but we know in the case of Southwest Airlines that hasn't happened. Still early. I know all the checks haven't been cashed and the money's spent or committed, but it is worrisome.
I agree. It certainly is worrisome. We need to have a very safe NOTAM system that ensures that aircraft are flying across the country as they should be, and the passengers are safely getting from their origin to their destination. And it's not acceptable what happened today, but we're going to figure out what the issue is through the Oversight Committee, and we're going to try and make sure that this never happens again.
Now, in the meantime, speaking of oversight, a lot of people want to investigate these classified documents found at Joe Biden's university, what was his sort of home for these documents, but not thought to be classified. But the White House is insisting this is nothing like the Donald Trump Mar-a-Lago document situation. What do you think?
Well, I'll agree. It's nothing like the Donald Trump situation, because President Biden wasn't president at this time. He was vice president. He did not have the authority to declassify documents as Donald Trump had as president. And you have to wonder, this Penn Biden Center opened in 2018, and how long have these documents been there? These are classified documents that were found in the closet of, at the time, Vice President Biden's private office. So we've got a real issue here. I think that the National Archives is going to have to provide information as to what's been going on between the current Biden administration and them regarding these documents. What did they know? When did they know it? When did the president know it? And did the president know that these documents were there, which I think he would have to know. It's his personal office and his closet. So we've got real issues here.
Where does this go? I mean, you think this requires hearings? How do you want to handle it?
Oh, I think it does require hearings. It certainly requires investigation. But you also have to look at, number one, not only the double standard, but you have to look at the possibility of the president being compromised. The Penn Biden Center received significant donations, over $15 million, anonymous donations from China. So you have to wonder, what did they get for those donations? What kind of influence are they leveraging on President Biden? Those are all things that the Oversight Committee needs to look into.
Got it. And Congressman, you have your hands full. Congratulations again. We'll see how things go in this busy new year for you. Andrew Clyde of Georgia.